Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I hope you and your family members are doing good because that is the most important thing, and for rest we are here to talk. So we were following our pattern wise DSA sheet, and in this we were doing linked list. Very first pattern, which is basic operations. Today we will see how to delete a node from the linked list, and that too from different positions, means head, in between or tail. So as you can read the problem statement, it says we have to delete a node from the singly linked list and we'll be given x. X means the position of the node which we have to delete. So if x is equal to 1, as you know head is 8, so we have to delete 8 itself, and then 2, 3, 1, 7 will be the output. So now let's read the constraint. Constraint says the linked list size can go till 10 power 5, means we have to give the linear solution, right? Okay, so there are three ways. The very first is, what if we have to delete the head node itself? Second way is, what if we have to traverse for a distance and then we have to delete the node in between? And the third condition is the last node. But remember, first condition where we have to delete the head node itself, this is going to be very easy and it will take just O of 1. Why? Because in this case we do not need to travel, correct? So what do you think? If we have to delete the very first node, after that the only thing is कि we have to return from this point onwards, can we say? Okay, so basically there are two ways. Listen it very carefully. If you will move head ahead, why I am saying this? If we will move this head ahead at 2, and now without any deletion also, if you will return this now head, okay, then 2, 3, 4, 5 will get returned, because you know linked list only remembers the pointers, means head pointer here, correct? Because you don't have the address location of 1. So now the linked list will not read this 1 anymore, correct? Now you will think, what will happen with this? So this will get collected by the garbage collector and this will automatically get removed, or else in C++ you have to manually delete this. So this was so very easy, means when you have to delete the very first node, you just have to move your head to head.next and you have to return that head. Now what if we have to delete the node at x is equal to some position, let's say 3. Okay, so now what will happen? This head was here, right? So we want to delete the third node. So this is the first node, this is the second node, this is the third node. So we have to delete this. So don't you think we have to connect this 2's next to 3's next? Can we say that? Why? See, currently 2 has saved third address, okay? Yes. And 3 has saved fourth address, correct? Now if we want to remove the third itself, okay, so whatever 3 was having the access, means fourth address, now 2 has to store that, okay? So what we can do? Think. First of all, the very first concern is कि how many times we have to run so that we can reach this. So definitely 1 and 2, correct? Yes, means for 3 we run, like we can reach that x location, xth node in x minus 1 jump, but we will reach here and we have to delete this. Means to delete this we have to connect its previous node to its next node. So instead of standing at the same node which we want to delete, don't you think we should stop one node before? Yes. So basically you have to traverse for x minus 2. Can I say that? So what will happen if x is equals to 3? We have to run for x minus 2, correct? So if you are standing it here, so x is equal to 3, so x minus 2 is 1. So we have to take one jump. So we'll take one jump and we will stop here, okay? Now what we will do? We have to connect this 2's next, which was earlier connected to 3, we have to connect this with 4. So how can I write? So can I write, let's say current will stop here. So we have to say current dot next, which is currently pointing to 3, we have to connect it to 4. So where is 4? 4 is saved in current dot next, which is 3 dot next. Can I say that? Yes. So what will happen? Current dot next, which is this, will get connected to current dot next dot next. So automatically now when you send head 1, 2, 2 has saved the address for 4 and 4 has saved the address for 5. So now even though 3 is present there, but now in the linked list it won't get read, and automatically it will be deleted by the help of garbage collector. But remember, when we will write this current.next move to current.next.next, it is very important that your current or current.next should not be null. Why? Because if current is null, current.next means null.next will give you null pointer exception. Similarly, even though suppose you are standing here and you are saying, hey, save your next to your next.next. So what is the next for 5? It is null. So hence next, which is null dot next, will also give you null pointer exception. So when you are moving this, it is very important to check that your current should not be null and current.next should not be null. Now let's prove this. Let's say instead of 3, you have to delete the 5th node. Correct? So how many jumps you will take? Definitely 3. So 1, 2, 3, you will stop. Yes. So now is 4 null? No. 4.next, which is 5, is this null? No. So means what is the current, like 4.next 5? I want to connect to 4.next.next. Means I want to connect this 4 to null. So can I say my 5 got deleted? Yes, it will. Okay. So basically you have to check. Now instead of this, if you have to delete the now let's say if x was 6, then you have to take 4 jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You are standing it here. So you want to connect this 5.next. So this will give you null pointer exception. So I hope you understood this. Now how can we write it? Okay. So to write this, the very first base case will be ki what if x is equal to 1? It means we have to delete the head node itself. So if it is so, in that case we'll simply move our head at head.next. So we'll write ki if x equal to 1, correct, we will move our head at head.next and we can return our head, or else we can simply return head.next. Both are valid. Now what? Now it's turn to iterate for n-2 times. Can I say? So now we can either put in while loop what? While x is less than n-2 or less than equal to n-2, right? You can put this and now you can just move your current is equal to current dot, or else you can do one more way is, okay, let's write the for loop where you will run the for loop from I is equal to 1. Okay. And now how many jumps you want? Remember x minus 2. So your I should be less than x minus 1. So less than x minus 1 is anyhow less than equal to x minus 2. I hope you get it. Now I plus plus. I showed like whatever way you like, with while loop or with for loop you can write. So in this for loop you just have to write current is equal to current dot next. Why? Because you just have to move your pointers ahead. Correct? Now after this what you have to do? You have checked the base case. Now you have done the iterations. Now it's time to delete. So remember what we have to check, if your current is not is equal to null, along with that current dot next should also not be equal to null. If both are not null, then only we will move current dot next is equal to current dot next, and exactly this line has done the actual deletion. Okay, so can we write the code for this? Yes, we can. So here is the code what we discussed. If our head is null, initially we have to return null. What if linked list does not exist? Okay, or else we have to check if we have to delete the first x is equal to 1 means first node, we'll simply move our head at next and we will return as it is. Or else we'll start our current, we'll run for n-2 size, less than x minus 1 is nothing but less than equal to x minus 2, correct? And at the end we have to check, like before deletion we have to check the current and current dot next should not be null, correct? So now let's run the code and let's submit this. So as you can see, it has been submitted. The code was in Java. Here is the code in C++ if you are from C++ background, and here is the code from Python. So for the C++, I want to say कि as we moved our current at current.next, so you saw na current.next, which we have to delete, we have not deleted in Java. Okay, so it will automatically handled by the garbage collectors. But in C++, you have to delete that. So the current.next you will save in the temporary variable, and then you will move this like current.next is equal to current.next, and you have to delete the temporary variable before returning head. Okay, I hope you know that already. So these were the code, but these were the iterative code. Now let's see how can we discuss and how can we solve the same question in the recursive approach. So let's see the recursive code. Definitely, as you all know that iterative code, like whatever are repeating things or parameters there, we add in the recursive code. So the base case will be same. The base case, which is if x is equal to 1, return what? Head dot next. This is going to be same. Yes. And one more base case ki what if head is null itself. So if head is equal to null, we have to return null. Very good. But now as you can see, head is this, correct? What if you have to delete x is equal to 2? Let's say x is equal to 2, you have to delete. So now is this what we have to delete? No, x is 1. So what we want? We want to move our head to head dot next, like basically. So if remember, when we are doing this iteratively, you cannot move head ahead. You have to take the alias, let's call current, and that current variable you have to move ahead. But in the recursive call, as you know, it internally maintains a stack which takes O of n extra space complexity. But as it stored all the function call, so basically all stack calls remember its own head. So we don't need to make any further alias. So initially, let's say you call the function, you will give head is 1, and you will give x 2. Means I want to delete this. So I want to add this function, like the code in the function. So let's call function. In the function we'll send head and x, correct? If head is null, return null. No, x is 1. Like if x is 1, then return head dot next. But initially we have to delete 2. So initially x will be 2. So it will say no, this is not. So what do you think? In the next step, what we have to do? Definitely we have to move head ahead, like go ahead to check what we have to delete, correct? So we were doing it iteratively, current is equal to current dot next, put it in the while loop or for loop. But now we have to change in the parameter of the function. So we'll call the function, we will move head is equal to head dot next, correct? But don't you think initially x was 2? Like when we were at this position, we said, hey, I want to delete the second node. Okay. Now when we will go to here, what do you think? It should be changed, like it should be 2, it should be 3, or it should be 1. Can I say it should be 1? Because I will say, hey, I want to delete it. See, if you would have initialized this variable with 1, then you would have incremented it here. But as you initialized with the same x, so now you have to decrement. Very simple. So we will write x minus 1. Okay. Now what we write here, return statement or something else, that we will see later. So in the next call, what will save? Head dot next, which is 2, and x minus 1. So initially x is 2. So next time x is equal to 1. So next time function will have head 2 and will have x 1. So now this time it will check, hey, x is equal to 1. Yes. Return head dot next. So what is the current head? For the second call, what is the current head? 2. What it asks to send? Head dot next means 2 dot next means 3. So basically this function call will return 3. 3 means 3 will also go, 4 will also go, and 5 will also go, because all are connected. Okay. So now 3 will get returned. But where? 1 next. Correct? So what do you think? This 3, 4, 5 means this 3 should get saved to what node? Can I say 1 or 1 dot next? 1 dot next. So basically at this call, because you are returning, so what was head? 1. Correct? So basically this call will get saved in head dot next. So don't forget, you are not going to return this. Don't add this call in the recursive like return function. Instead you will save this in head dot next. Okay. And now as you have saved in 1, so 1 has now 3. 2 is not there. So 1, 3, 4, 5. So what do you think? What should get returned from here? Can I say I want to return 1? So return head. Very simple. So the iterative code has been changed into recursive code. Why I am teaching? Because we have already learned about recursion in our previous playlist. If in case you have missed it, I'll add the link somewhere here. You can check it out, or you can check out from the description as well. So talking about the time complexity, definitely if we have to delete the very first node, in both the cases it will just O of 1. Correct? Space also in the recursion, as you know, it maintains its inner stack. But as you have to delete the very first node, so you will not going to make any function call. So definitely in the stack nothing is going to get saved. So can I say the space and time complexity in the recursion or in the iterative for deletion of very first node will be 1, O of 1. Yes. But what if we have to delete the nth node? So can I say in the iterative approach O of n, because you have to jump onto the location near to that? Yes. But space complexity in the iterative approach, O of 1. Why? Because we have not used any extra variable or stories to save it. But in case of linked list, as the recursion function maintain its own stack to save the function calls, so this is going to take extra O of n space. Definitely the better solution is the iterative approach, but why we are learning this? Because we already have learned about the recursion. So let's write the code for the recursive solution. So definitely the base cases are going to be same, yes. What is going to be changed? The only thing is, in my head, dot next, I am going to call this function recursively, and I am going to add head dot next, yes, and I am going to decrease it x minus 1, and at the end we want to return head. That's it. Let's compile and let's run the code. So as you can see, it has been passed. So let's submit this, and definitely it got passed. So I hope you understood both approaches, the iterative one and the recursive one. So all these operations mean search, insert, delete were easy. So definitely we can go in the sheet and we can mark the next question also as done. So I hope you have also completed, and if in case you guys are new to this channel, we are following the pattern wise sheet. You can get the link from the description, or else you can definitely reach out to me in case of any guidance on social medias. I'm available on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter as well. That's it for this video. Let's meet in another video with some more interesting questions, topics and patterns. So then keep learning, take care of yourself and your family.